Hello, and welcome to our second session. Today we'll be talking about Chinese characters, their origin, development, the two systems, characteristics, and so on and so forth. So, who can tell me something about Chinese characters?
Well, after today's session, I will know so much. It's quite impressive. I think Chinese characters, the carrier of Chinese culture, are the truly great wonders made by ancient Chinese people. It shows their great wisdom. So, Josh, from your point of view, I want to ask, what is the major difference between Chinese character and other alphabetic languages, such as English?
The main differences between Chinese characters and the alphabetic languages. Well, Chinese characters are pictographic, they're ideological. Generally, they are square-shaped and constructed of radicals and strokes, whereas alphabetic languages are usually consisted of a set amount of letters. These letters are usually phonetic. When you put them together in certain ways, they create certain sounds, whereas Chinese characters, it's not like this at all. They are not written how they sound, because the written form does not have a sound. Whereas you put S and H together, you get sh. But for sh or sh, there's no way of seeing that it is that without knowing how the character sounds. Usually, with the set amounts of characters, of letters, you can create every sound that you need in that language. For example, in English, you have T and you have H. Put them together, it becomes this kind of sound, th, becomes th. So this is not common at all in Chinese. It does not happen in Chinese, correct?
There is so much difference between them. And I think that is a good way for us to deepen our understanding of the two language systems. And especially, as we have mentioned in the section, Chinese characters are composed of strokes and radicals, while English is composed of letters. What's more, some Chinese characters are just derived from some physical objects. That's fantastic. So, do you think these pictograms amaze you?
Yes, definitely. The Chinese characters have a great history behind them. They used to be only written by lords and ladies, am I right? Yes, and I think it was in the 1950s they were simplified so the general masses could read and write them. But just the characters, each character has its own backstory, its own history. Like the character for thirsty, when you literally translate it, means I wasn't thirsty before, but now I am. This is amazing to me. There's nothing like this in English, it's just thirsty. It's got one meaning to it. There's no backstory, there's no history to the word, it's just I am thirsty. Okay, go to China. It's got this whole elaborate backstory. I love it. I really do.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Well, Josh, Chinese characters are so unique and marvelous. You know, now in the whole world, there are so many foreigners who are fond of Chinese and eager to learn Chinese. Are you interested in Chinese and Chinese characters?
Yes, of course I am. Like I've just said, they've got an amazing history to them. Also, for me personally, it's so other, it's so removed from English and the alphabet of English that when I was younger, I thought I will never be able to learn this. It's so different. It's unlike anything I have ever seen before. I thought I would never be able to learn it, but now I am learning them. I can read some Chinese, I can write some Chinese. So I really enjoy it because I know when I go home one day, I will show my friends And they will go, how do you know this? They will ask me, are you sure that says what you think it says? I will say, yes, I know Chinese.
Also, just feel free to ask us if you need any help in learning Chinese, and we would be very happy to do that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I think Chinese is a beautiful language. I know the art of shufa, calligraphy. It's written on big scrolls with big brushes. I think we have something similar in English. Again, it's called calligraphy, but we use many different tools for doing this. We have specialized pens to do this, to make the letters look a certain way. But I think everybody knows the quill, the feather writing utensil. This was used hundreds of years ago until today. It's still used because it can produce beautiful letters. If you can use it properly, you can produce beautiful letters and beautiful handwriting. So it's become kind of an art form like calligraphy has in Chinese. I actually took a lesson in shufa once. I wasn't very good.
Wow.
So maybe you can help me there.
Oh, okay. I'm glad to do that.
Okay, thank you.
That's awesome, Josh. You have known so much about Chinese calligraphy. So I bet you must like Chinese calligraphy very much.
Yes,
Right?
yes, indeed. I think it can be quite beautiful when done correctly. I cannot produce beautiful calligraphy, but I've seen it being done in front of me, and it's quite impressive, especially when they hold the brush up here, and they just do big strokes, and it comes out perfect. I think, how did you do that?
That's amazing.
Yeah, amazing, unbelievable.
I think so too. Okay, so today we have been talking about calligraphy and the art of Chinese characters, as well as the beautiful history within. I think that's all we have time for today. So thank you for watching, and join us next time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
没问题。